Guys. Shh. Caden, Anthony. Shush. Thank you. So if we look over Algebra 1B, Thursday. Shush. SWBA, what's that stand for?
The T is silent.
Students will be able to. The T is silent. Solve equations for a specific variable, okay? So we're going to have multiple variables sometimes in equations. You have this a lot of times in science especially, okay? You have this a lot of times in science especially where you have equations with multiple variables. You need to solve for one variable, okay? Like distance is equal to rate divided by, or rate is equal to distance divided by time. You sometimes need to solve for rate or solve for time. We're talking about that concept today, okay? Now, after we finish this section, next Monday and Wednesday, my dudes, we will be reviewing, okay? Monday and Wednesday, my dudes, we will be reviewing, okay? Now, on Friday, then, Fun Talk Friday next week, we'll be starting our test. We're going to take a two-part test again, like we did last time, okay? On the Fun Talk Friday, we're going to be starting our test, and on the following Tuesday, we're going to be finishing our test, okay? So there we have that, okay? So let's look at this here, okay? Now, here's a big reason, here's also a reason for this timing right now, is next Wednesday, what are you guys taking? Practice
test for the ACT.
Practice, or pre-ACT, excuse me, pre-ACT, next Wednesday, okay? Sophomores are taking a
How long
pre-ACT,
will it be?
okay? I'm not sure. I have scheduled, I have one.
It doesn't count though. They said like it's not gonna count.
He's nervous.
No, it's not counting for the ACT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I don't want to like.
Okay. So it's just what it's supposed to do is supposed to just get you guys more ready for the ACT next year. So that way you guys aren't just taking the ACT next year for the first time, taking a standardized test of this caliber, and you're like, okay, get some of those jitters out now, get you a little more comfortable.
So will we be able to leave after we take it?
No. We'll still have classes, okay? So
Right.
I know. Okay. So it won't be a full day thing.
Where we take?
What?
Library. Where we take?
I think classrooms. I'm not sure. So this is a concept that is often on the ACT. So it's probably going to be on the pre-ACT at least a little bit too, okay? So it is relevant for you guys in that way, okay? So not only is it relevant for you guys for science stuff, okay, formulas, okay, it's also relevant for the pre-ACT next week, okay?
I would put that.
So, yes, okay? So, number one, 15 equals 2n plus 6p. 15 equals 2n plus 6p. How many variables do we have? We have 2. We have n and we have p. What are we supposed to solve for? We're solving for n. So we're supposed to take this equation and we're supposed to solve for n. What's that mean to solve for n?
That means that does not mean your final answer should have that.
Your final answer should have
Something equals n.
something equals n. Your final answer should be something equal to n. So we solve for x or solve for a or whatever, or in our warm-up, when we were solving for, I guess, when we were trying to solve for x, we're trying to get x by itself. Okay? So here, we're solving for n. We're trying to get this n by itself, okay? So let's look at it this way, guys. If I have the same equation here,
It's either 4 or 5, isn't it? For n. It's gotta be 4 or 5.
okay. So if I have the same equation, and instead of 6p, I just had 6, what would we do?
We would do minus 6 on both sides.
We would subtract 6 on both sides. Okay?
Which makes that
So,
11.
Here's what's going to happen. Not quite. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to do the same thing here. For solving for n, we're still going to look to do SADMAP. We're still going to look to do SADMAP. One of our big concepts from last week. So we're going to look to do SADMAP here, okay? We're still going to look to subtract 6p. Now here's the difference, okay? Do we know what 15 minus 6p is?
Yes.
Can we do that?
Yes.
Are they like terms?
No.
No, so can we do 15 minus 6p like and actually get like 9? No, but we can write 15 minus 6p. We're okay with just writing that and leaving it there.
Yeah.
So from 2n, and what's 6p minus itself?
0.
0, okay? Over here on this equation I made off the side, everything's the same except for instead of 6p it's 6. 15 minus 6k, so it's 9. And that's equal to 2n. So we did the same first step as we would have normally. So don't let the fact that there's another variable here scare us. Because so far we've done the same math. We've done the same math. So now, according to StatMap, what would we do here?
We would add, divide.
We would divide by what?
Two.
By 2. And we'd end up getting 9 over 2 is equal to n, correct? And we can't simplify. And we're okay with an improper
Wait,
fraction.
how did you? Because it can't, like, you want to make it that to like the expiry is not.
I'm using this, Brady, to show us what to do over here. Because otherwise we might get confused on what to do over here since this is an extra variable. I'm showing us though we're really doing the same steps. Okay? So this is the same as this, but what changed, Brady? There's no other variable. 6p just became 6, right? So we're just still subtracting 6 like we subtracted 6p. We're divided by 2 here. So what are we going to do here now to get n by itself? Divide by 2. Now here's the thing. I divide this by 2. What else do I divide by 2?
15.
Just 15? The whole side. We have to do it to the entire side.
Oh,
Okay.
so that turns into one of those problems.
Kind of.
Oh,
Okay? It looks a little more like it. So we end up dividing both sides by 2. Now, do we know what 15 minus 6p over 2 is?
It's 9 over 2.
That's a big old mess. It's a big old mess. But here's what we can do, guys.
15 minus 6.
We can write it again,
Equals n.
and that equals n.
That's
And here's the thing. Is n by itself?
yeah.
Can we do any more with this math? Can we actually do 15 minus 6p?
No.
Can we divide by 2 and get something else?
No. That's your answer?
That's our answer. It looks really weird, but we got what we want to accomplish. We got n by itself. It looks really weird. But did we really do the same steps?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the same steps we're used to.
Let me do this.
Okay. So like I explained earlier, okay, it's really helpful. Itch my nose. Okay, it's really helpful for formulas. Okay, so it's often used in science classes a lot, or just in science in the real world. It's often used for that kind of stuff, for like mileage or like buying things. Okay, you can often use this kind of math and logic to rearrange our equations. And also it's big. It's a very common thing to see on the ACT. So our case for the pre-ACT, it'd be very common to see that there. Okay.
You got Lucian.
Yeah, not really, please. Like not right now.
But like after, can I use it after?
Okay. You have to write. Okay. So we follow really our same math, guys. Okay. So I just showed you guys this equation because when I did it over here, you guys were like, oh, we do this. Oh, we do this. Okay. Over here, you're like, oh, I guess we do that. I guess we do that. Okay. We still want to follow all our same rules. Okay. Questions on that one? Okay. And what this does, guys, is if we at some point say, oh, well, P is going to be this number, like P is going to be 4 or something like that, we could plug in 4 for P, and then could we do some math, because then we'd have a lot of numbers, okay?
Wow.
So even though we can't actually do 15 minus 6P and get like 9, like we did over here, we can still just write 15 minus 6P. So on number 2, if we transition to number 2 here, K minus 2 over 5, K minus 2 over 5 is equal to 11J. And we're solving for what variable? K. We're solving for K. What variable do we want to get by itself?
Two. I mean,
K. We want to get this K by itself. Now we want to follow StatMap. So even just ignoring this side for a second, we want to follow StatMap. So what do we want to do first?
You gotta do.
We want to try to add 2 first, but can we? No, why not?
Because it's J.
Because what?
J.
No. That doesn't affect that.
No.
Why can't we add 2 first? We want to, according to
So we
StatMap.
divided by 5.
Is part of the division, right? It's part of the fraction. So what do we have to get rid of in order so we can actually add by 2? We have to get rid of that division. How do we get rid of division, Brady? Multiply. So what are we going to multiply by then if we're dividing by 5?
Multiply by the reciprocal.
What's the reciprocal of 5?
5.
5 over 1. We're just going to multiply by 5.
Oh.
So to get rid of the division of 5, multiply by 5. That way, we'll do that on one side. Do it to the other. We always have to balance.
So 5.
Okay, like Thanos says, perfectly balanced is all things should be, okay? So, what happens to this 5 and this 5?
What? Oh, crosses out.
Cross reduce, they both become 1.
So all you get is K left.
And so you have 1 times k, which is k. What's 1 times negative 2?
Negative 2.
So k minus 2. And what's 11j times 5?
55.
55j.
Jay.
We have k minus 2 is equal to 55j. So we got rid of the division, that's awesome.
No, we add.
Okay? Now we add, because that's our last thing to get k by itself. We're going to add 2 to both sides. Now it's negative 2 plus 2.
0.
0. So we're left with k equals. Do we know what
57J.
55? Can we do 55j plus 2 and combine them like 57?
Yeah.
Are they like terms?
No, we can't.
No.
So it would be 55 plus J over 2.
55j plus 2.
Oh.
We just
oh,
write
okay.
it. We don't know what 55j plus 2 is. So we can't say it's 57. We don't know it's 57.
Oh, okay. So if it's like say we have like 34J plus 17. So if they don't both have variables, we can't add it. So we
Exactly.
just write it out.
They're not like terms, so we can't actually combine them and put them together, but we can write that out. We can write this out. Yep, and that's our answer, because k is by itself. Ready, please put it away. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. So k is equal to 55j plus 2. K is by itself now. Once again, the math we're doing is not new. It's just weird. This looks weird to us, because we're not normally used to getting a bunch of stuff on the other side. Maybe
It's
something
like,
equals a number.
it's like doing our two steps.
Yeah, it's like doing our 2 steps from earlier. Yeah, yeah. It's really like doing our steps from earlier. Same kind of math. So here we'll see the same kind of thing on number 3. 2w minus y is equal to 7w minus 2. 2w minus y is equal to 7w minus 2. And what are we solving for here? W. So what variable do we want to get by itself at the end?
I
W. Okay?
mean,
So,
I'm sorry. I'm.
Plus,
So
it'd be
okay.
minus 7W.
Okay. So we said our first goal usually, like problems we had on our warm up, is to get all the W's together. Now we can either subtract 2W or subtract 7W.
I'll go 2W.
Let's go 2W. That keeps it positive. We could do either. Let's subtract 2W from each side.
5.
What's 2W minus itself?
W.
0. Okay, 0. Zero's out. What's negative? We still have negative y. Is that a positive y now?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Still negative y.
No. What?
What's 7w minus 2w?
5W. Minus 2.
That's why I said 5.
Minus 2, I know. I knew why you said that.
Sorry.
Now, we want to follow what to try and solve the rest of this?
Add. Plus 2.
Sad math. So we have to
Plus
add
2.
2.
Both sides.
Do we know what negative y plus 2 is?
No.
No. But can we write negative y plus 2?
Yeah. So negative y plus 2 equals a 5W.
Very good.
That's the answer.
Not yet. Is w by itself yet?
No.
Divide by 5, okay? Once again, we didn't know what negative y plus 2 is. It is not negative 2y. It is not 2y. It is just negative y plus 2. Or you can rearrange and have 2 minus y. Yes, it will.
I get this
Okay,
now. I
this
kind of
makes
get this now.
Okay? And we divide the whole side by 5. You don't just pick one of these randomly and divide by 5.
So now we're back
You
to
divide the whole fraction. Now we're going to look like the one we had in the purple, okay? So now, negative y plus 2 over 5 is equal to w. Is w by itself?
Yeah.
Can we do any of this math?
Now.
No.
Bob. Easy done.
So we're done. Questions on that? Okay. Let's look at number 4. 3/4 A. We're on this page, so guys, we're also on 3/4 A minus x is equal to k. 3/4 A minus x equal to k. what would our first step be to get A by itself?
Do the reciprocal. Like
What process do we try to follow?
Subtract. You subtract
But
x.
the x variable.
Is the x is a variable, but we still want to try to move it just like we move this y, or like we move everything else. Like
Yeah,
we
so
move-
you
like we
do-
subtracted 6p, that's a variable.
So you would do minus k from x too. So minus k and then minus.
Well, here's the thing though. So where do we want we want the a by itself, don't we?
Yeah.
So do we want to move the k to with the a? No. What do we want to move though?
The
X.
X. We want to move the x
Plus
away.
X
So
plus x.
plus x, add x to both sides.
Oh, so okay.
And what's negative x plus x?
0.
0. That's why we did it. We're left with 3 over 4 or 3/4 a.
A equals
And do we know what k plus x is?
k plus x.
No. Just right.
Right.
A plus x. We don't know what numbers those represent. We know they represent numbers, but we don't know what they are. So we can't add them together. We can't push them together yet because we don't know what they represent. We can't say it's 5 because that might be wrong.
Now
We can say k plus x. So now,
get a with
how do we get the fraction away from a? Multiply by. Yes, multiply by the reciprocal. 4 over 3. Okay? And if we do that to this side, what does it do to the other side? Now, do we do it just to the k or just to the x?
So the whole
No.
The
thing.
whole thing. We don't just pick one of them.
Now it's kind of tricky.
Okay? Say, what happens with this 4 and this 4?
Do they
Cross out to
cross
A.
out?
Cross reduced to 1. What happens with 3 and 3? 1. Cross reduced to 1.
So you get that.
And we have a by itself, which was our goal.
A equals k plus x.
K plus x.
Now-
parentheses.
Is it more typical for us to have the number before or after the parentheses?
After.
Before. Before. So let's write the number before it, just because we're way more used to that.
And that's your answer.
Yeah, and we could distribute the 4/3, but I'm perfectly fine with us leaving it like that.
Bam.
Because that fraction is messy. If it was a whole number, I'd want us to distribute it, but that fraction is messy as
Are there any examples of the?
Questions on that, guys? People? Questions on that? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, okay? Here's what we're gonna do. Give me one memento. Guys, we're not gonna do any more of the notes. We're actually gonna be done with the notes now.